because this is the kingdom. Gotta do it now. Gotta do it now. Gotta do it now because this is the kingdom. For the king, the kingdom. For the king, the kingdom. Yeah. For the king, the kingdom.
What's going on, Kansas City YouTube fam, Facebook fam? Welcome to another episode of Red Kingdom. We are now in the off season. The Super Bowl was blah. But Seattle is the defending champion, and we're now in the off season. So for the off season, we'll be starting a new series. Have different Chiefs content creators come on with us, and we'll chop it up about the Chiefs. So let me get all the intros out the way, and we'll get it started. I'm your host, Greg. Joined as always by my awesome co-host, Jay. How we feeling today?
Good. Excited to be back. Excited to have Ty on the show. I know we're gonna have some fun and get into it. Excuse my voice. I don't I don't know, a little bit of cold. This weather been changing. So, but I'm excited to be here. Excited to be back with you guys.
Yes, we appreciate you for coming on with we playing hurt. We here
all season.
We here. So thank you. Pam, how we feeling today?
Like you said, I'm glad it's the off season. Woo, because we've had a year, but glad to be here. Glad to have our guests. Glad to be able to make content throughout the off season. So I'm feeling good.
Yes, sir. And last but definitely not least, our guest for today. She does awesome Chiefs content and sports content on TikTok. And known on as Ty, sports content creator. So welcome in Ty Moore. Ty, how are we feeling today? Welcome.
Feeling good. Thank you for the invite. I'm enjoying being here, and I'm excited to just chop it up with you guys, have some laughs, have some good times. And yes, I agree with everyone. I'm glad that season is over. We can move on and push forward.
Yes. Murphy's Law season is over. It's done. And we live in a world now where Sam Darnold has a Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. So there it is. Cincinnati fans, that's for y'all. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Rashee Rice, and not in a good way. So, all right. So he's got this civil lawsuit now that he's dealing with his ex-girlfriend. She's claiming hands were put on her. So that's something he's going to be dealing with during the off season. He's already on probation for 5 years. So any little mistake from this point on, it's going to be curtains. So, and to add on top of that, his new girlfriend is Ruby Rose. So do with that as you will. I see this ending badly. So I'm a let everybody chime in first on it, and then I'll kind of go last on it. So Ty, we'll start with you. You're our guest. Thoughts on this, the civil lawsuit, and is Rashee Rice, his off the field issues, do you think this will continue being a problem for him?
Unfortunately, yes. This issue, like you said, is off the back of a recent issue, right? And he didn't learn from his behavior. And then these allegations that have come out with photos, it went through social media. It went the gamut on social media, it went a little bit crazy. So this is a second personal conduct policy in the sense of like the NFL. And so they're not going to show him any leniency if these allegations are sustainable. And this being like the last year of his rookie contract, he's almost tying the Chiefs' hands on if he's going to have a continued career longevity wise with the Chiefs. And so I just think the things that he's doing off the field are going to unfortunately have a direct impact on his on-field ability and performance. And it's sad to see that these players continue to put themselves in these situations over and over again.
Indeed.
That's my PC version of how I feel about the situation.
Got you. Well, let me add another question. Do you think him being with Ruby Rose would be a problem?
I don't think he needs to be with anyone, if I'm quite frank. Like, he needs time to himself, and he needs to sort whatever issue out. And these players, these athletes, just rinse and repeat with the same women in the same situation over and over and over again, and expecting a different result is quite literally the definition of insanity.
Yes.
And so it's just, we're going to be seeing the same thing over and over. I just think he's in the public eye, he's in the media, he's in publicity for all the wrong reasons. And it's unfortunate. It's a distraction. And oftentimes when they have a distraction off the field, it does have an impact on the field, that as we've seen over and over again.
Indeed. Cam, so the civil lawsuit, this has happened once before. We dealt with him being out for the first, I believe it was 6 games last year.
Right.
Your thoughts on this?
I mean, like I said, first I want to say, like I said, I'm not God. I can't judge, Rashee Rice, but it doesn't look good from a player standpoint. Like I said, the Chiefs has never really been a team that deal with a lot of this. Like, they don't like that attention. So for him, and just to go back to his play this year, he needs to be focused on football, because his play wasn't even good enough, in my opinion, to even be going through these issues. So it's not okay to put your hands on any woman, the mother of your child or whoever. It's not okay. So Rashee needs a lot of growing up to do. And he's young. I get it. But the things you're doing, like Ty said, like, you want to have longevity, even though if the Chiefs don't keep you, you want another team to pick you up. And these things are piling up. It doesn't look good. So, I mean, the Chiefs I feel like they're not going to give him any benefit of the doubt if, things go the way they're supposed to go. And he's on the last year of his rookie deal. We might not see Rashee Rice, and that might be for the best. I think he needs to really understand, like, this is a privilege. I know you worked hard to get here and you got an amazing talent, but it's a privilege to be in the position you are. It's thousands of other people that would love to be in that position. So it doesn't look good. I hope that he gets the help he needs. And I mean, if that needs to be counseling, if that needs to be, whatever, just maturity, a mentor of some sort, he needs it. As far as the Ruby Rose thing, I wouldn't date nobody in the public eye if I was going through the things I was going through. So he can date who he wants to, but one allegation with that too, and that can just be the icing on the cake. So Rashee needs to kind of dial it back a little bit and kind of refocus his life, man. Because one more mistake, a huge mistake. We're not even talking about football, felony. What he did with the car crash and leaving the scene. That could if somebody would have died in that situation, that's a felony. Now, we're not even talking about football at this point. This is, you being free. So I like him. I like Rashee, but he needs a lot of maturing to do, in my opinion. And that's my PG-13 version, if you will. Because I want to say a lot more, but I don't want to kill Rashee Rice. We love him, but he needs to get the pacifier out of his mouth. He needs to grow up a little bit.
I agree on that. Jay, your thoughts on Rashee Rice and, again, being in trouble?
Yeah. If I'm the Chiefs, bro, you out. We gave you your one chance. You had your felony. You driving reckless in Dallas, fleeing the scene. Don't you say you still got 5 years probation and he's supposed to go to jail for a year. I don't know if they took that out, but he's supposed to literally go to jail for. Did they take it out?
He's got his little weekend.
But he's supposed to go to jail.
Yeah, the week.
His little weekend trips. His little weekend trips.
Oh,
you get to be in jail for the weekend and come out.
Okay. Dude, your production wasn't enough. You came back after. Your production last season wasn't enough. You came back in that Raiders game super hot, and we thought we were gonna see you all season do your thing, but you had so many drops. You know what I mean? We already gave you your one chance. You know what I'm saying? Like now there's this, and okay, yes, it's a civil suit. I was watching something like, well, it's not a criminal suit, so it's civil. It could still take a year or two to play out. So he might not get a reprimand, from the NFL. It's like you doing way too much, bruh. You're doing way too much. Again, your production was not worth like, all right, let's see him through this second try. Like, where one was
our internet's cutting out a little bit there, Jay.
Pretty big, but from what I can see, nah, man, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And as the Chiefs, we don't need that type of exposure, that type of pressure. We just had our most horrible season in basically the last 10 years. So we don't even need to worry about you. We're trying to get right. We're trying to get back to a Super Bowl. You just a distraction we don't need after coming off a really horrible season. So bye, gotta go. Wish you luck. I hope you grow up. You know what I mean? It's what we see all the time. You get yourself to the league, and then these stupid mistakes. You're getting paid. I mean, yeah, he's still on his rookie contract, whatever, but you're getting paid to play a game that you love. This is it. You hit it, man, and you're gonna throw your opportunity away because you want to be abusive and right. It's never right to put your hands on. What are you doing, man? Like, you really don't care about this. God gave you this blessing, and you just throwing it all away for stupid stuff. Why? You're not deserving of it, clearly, right? So now you got to go. And I stand on that. I hope the Chiefs get rid of him. Bye-bye. Sayonara. See you later.
All right, Jay.
All right.
I'm tired of this. All right.
She is fed up.
Get up out of there.
She said,
Get up out of there.
She got her hot.
All right. I love what all three of y'all said. I'm gonna put a bow on it like this. It's rare for people, once they reach a certain age, it's rare for people to change. How old is Rashee now? Is he 24?
Old enough to know better.
Something like, yeah, he's old enough to know better for sure. Yeah.
He's an adult.
So, yeah. So now I understand your 20s, you kind of you do some stuff, whatever. Okay, you learn from it, be better in your 30s, be better in your 40s,
Yeah.
But at the same time, certain things it's like there's a zero tolerance. I feel like the Chiefs need to move on because it's only going to get worse from here. The person that he's with now, I don't trust her at all. At all. Something is going to happen between them two. I don't want it to happen. I just see it happening. And if it does, it's going to be curtains for him as far as his NFL career and his life in general. So he needs to tread lightly. For the Chiefs, if he's going to be on this year, I'm sure Clark already has it in the back of his mind that if something does blow up, he's going to be off the team, even if that's during the season. You saw what they did to Hunt his rookie year. Oh, you're having a great season. Oh, you out there kicking somebody? Oh, yeah, you done. So they've done it before, where they've kicked somebody off the team during the season. So something happening during the season doesn't matter. He's on his last strike. And if I was his friend or anybody close in his circle, I would tell him to tighten up. And I would tell him he needs to be by himself. Just like Ty said, the person you are with is not going to be a good influence on you. And I'll leave it like that.
I think that may be part of the problem. We're speaking about friends, but the friends might be part of the issue. I just don't think he has the right people around him, because if he did, after the first incident, they would have tightened it. They would have locked it up and tightened it up and not allowed him to continue to do the things that he's doing. The problem is he's probably the financial person, you know, he's got a lot of yes men, yes women around him, and so he could do no wrong in their eyes. God forbid they're going to say something, tell him no, or say something that's in opposition of what he believes. They don't want to lose that, right? So I just think he doesn't have people that are going to be willing to have those hard conversations with him, like, get your shit together. You're compromising the integrity of your entire career off of these impulsive situations and impulsive decisions you're making. Tighten it the fuck up. And he's not doing that. And so in doing so, to everyone's point, he's gonna ruin his career before it even has the ability to take off. It's just sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was helping him leave the scene. So, you know, those are the same friends.
That's
you know what I mean?
saying. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the friends and even family, you know, once you make it and you become famous or you get to a certain level, people want handouts and people's hands are always in your face of what you can do, you know, and how you can benefit them. And so if they think that, you know, the milk's going to stop, they're going to just smile and grin and bear it and allow you to do whatever you're going to do. Meanwhile, it's still going to end eventually. If he ends in cuffs or if his season is over or his career is over, it's going to end either way. I just think people get so accustomed to the lifestyle that this single person can provide for them. They're not willing to step on toes or have hard conversations. And that's what we're seeing play out in real time. Because hell no, if that was somebody that I knew, no, you're not going to be acting a damn fool. Absolutely not. So I think it's his friends and family that may be the problem.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's that old saying, when you reach a certain status, everybody can't go with you.
Yeah.
That's a prime example right there. Everybody can't go with you, dog.
Yeah, because they're not going to your weekend county lockup, so.
Yeah. Right. That's right. They ain't gonna lock up for you. They ain't gonna do it.
Right. Put money on your books.
Yep. I'm like, I gotta do this or I gotta do everybody busy now. Okay.
Yeah. And again, a lot of people thought he was handed with, you know, he was dealt with soft gloves and there was leniency that first go around. This time it's like, no. And with the pictures, you know, court of public opinion, but social media and public opinion has already deemed him guilty, you know, and so they already have this vision of what he has done, the allegations. So that's hard to turn off and that's hard to ignore when having these conversations. So he's, you know, one foot is out the door already for him, unfortunately, I think.
Yep. Yep. And Mickey said, preach, Jay. There you go.
Yeah, we all felt that, Jay.
Mickey said, preach on.
Clark Hunt need to see this because he need to he need to understand he needs to go.
Right. Taking him to church.
That's right. Shout out Mickey. He's always been one of our top fans. Shout out to your Seahawks winning the chip, bro.
Enjoy it this year. Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy this year.
Because will y'all eat playoffs next year? We don't know. Like, we just, you know, here today, gone tomorrow. So we'll see where you at next season.
We'll see what happens. So, all right, on to a lighter topic. We started off with something heavy. We're gonna go light now. So, Tyreek Hill was seen in Kansas City.
Tyreek is pretty heavy too. Like, he got issues too.
On the field baggage. Greg, you forgot. You just looking at the production.
No, keep it back. Keep it back. We don't forget.
Yeah, he has stuff too. Yes. We all remember that audio recording, but this is something positive. He was on.
This is something positive.
He was taking pictures and lifting the weights and doing all that while he was here. Andy Reid was asked about it. He was like, I don't know what kind of conversations is being had. I don't even know if Tyreek Hill is healthy. So let me start off with Jay on this one. Do you think Tyreek Hill will be in a Chiefs uniform this upcoming season?
If he still has to have another surgery, right? Is on the ACL or the LCL. He had his surgery, but he still need another one. So we really, again, we don't know when you're gonna be starting and what you're gonna be doing. If he wants to take a fire sale deal, like, all right, bro, we get you for what, 2-3 million for 1 year, you know what I mean? Because we really don't know. It's like the injury he had. We know Tyreek is about his speed, right? That's what makes him special. He's an undersized player, but he's fast. He's cheetah, right? And we really don't know how he's going to come back. So if you want to take a super discount, right? Here's the fire sale. We'll give you 3 million 1 year to see where you may even come back. Like, are you even starting in October? Are you not going to be good till November? Like, we really don't, you know what I mean? It's like, you can take a chance on us if you're trying to get back to the Super Bowl, and we take a chance on you not really knowing if you're going to be the same guy. So if they can work that out and they're like, bam, we'll see you in October, here's 3 million. Okay, sure. Why not? It can't hurt, right? It can't hurt. His off the field allegations, his 20 children, and all what he doing, like, bruh, you still ain't learning, you ain't signed up. You got all the crap. Look, the Dolphins was like, we don't want them problems no more. We paying you way too much money. Let's get them off the salary cap. Bye. So if we're like, sure, 3 million, we'll see you in October if that's what they want to do, you know what I mean? Because hey, we trying to get back to the chip. You might be good, you may not. I guess I don't necessarily have a problem with them if we're giving them very little money and there's no expectations really, because we really don't know what we're going to get. Our main focus is, hey, that should be back by game 1. Is he ready? Is he to go? Anything else, you know what I mean? Like, we would love to get him weapons. We know what Tyreek was of old, but now this is Tyreek as of new, who still needs to have another surgery, and we don't know what we're going to get. So 3 million is my best offer for 1 year, and we'll see you in October. Like, we're gonna give you that extra time to to get together. And hey, if you're good for us, sure. If not, hey, 3 million is 3 million.
Okay, they can offer me the 3 million. I'll go out there. I'll run some routes. I ain't as fast as Tyreek. Yeah, I ain't as fast as Tyreek. I run like Travis Kelce, but we gonna make it.
Man, why you keep disrespecting Travis?
No, I'm not disrespecting.
Man, you in the world keep disrespecting Travis, dog. Like,
Greg be like, we're the same age.
We the same age, dog.
I'm 8 months older than him. I still can run faster. Like, whoa, Greg, whoa.
So, Cam, do you see Tyreek in the red and gold here this next season?
The fans probably do. I personally don't, because like I said, I seen the injury. I seen how his leg was, and I'm like, whoa. So for him to come back and be quote unquote cheetah, I don't see it in 1 year. But like I said, I'm not him. I don't know what his relationship with God. He can speed up, have a speedy recovery. I don't know. But the outside of that, we need a number one, and I feel like we just need fresh blood. Like, Tyreek come with baggage too, Greg. Like I said, I love him. I remember Cheetah when he was first here, but I just don't think it will benefit the Chiefs as much as Tyreek needs the Chiefs more than the Chiefs need him, if that makes sense. Like, he needs the structure. He needs Mahomes. He needs that. The Chiefs necessarily don't need Tyreek Hill, especially if he's not going to come back the way he was. But, in a different world, I would say different metaverse, I would love to see Tyreek back, Cheetah, him and Travis Kelce back again with Mahomes. Hey, I run it back with that. But just seeing the injury, just seeing how he came from Miami, I just don't see it. And like you said, Andy's like, I don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. But, if he comes back, he comes back. But I'm not a real big fan of it. I think we need to go get a real number one, especially with Rashee's situation. So.
Agree. Okay. So, Ty, Is Tyreek gonna be in the red and gold this upcoming season?
I don't think so. I mean, optics wise, social media wise, I think it would be a beautiful story is what people are making it out to be. I saw a post that was like, who's gonna stop him, if it's Cheetah and Rice, and the comments were like, baby mama's in KCPD, and I was like,
That's a bar.
Wow.
That's a
that's what
bar.
I'm saying. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
I'm like, if what you're doing off the field
Yikes.
is surpassing your productivity on the field, we got to cut it because yes, the old Hill, right? Like he counted for what 25% of the KC's receiving yards. That was before these injuries, before the ligaments, before the age, also age too. I mean, he's not old, but in football years, you're old, and compounded with the injuries, you're just not who you once were, and that's fine. But to bring you back in the unpredictableness of your productivity, are you even going to be ready in time? I mean, because we don't even know if Mahomes is going to be back. We don't know if Rashee's going to be, like, there's so many unknowns. To take a risk, it would be a risk, right? So we either get him for the low, like you guys were saying, or he's just a waste of a roster spot. So I think we should look elsewhere, but it is easy to be like, oh, well, he's been here before. We know what he's capable of doing. Go with the person instead of something that's unknown. But you don't want to say that he's washed up or he's incapable, but it is a risk based on what we have here. And I would just not think that it's going to be the best choice for us at this time. I think we need to move on.
Gotcha. Yeah, if Tyreek is willing to take a discount, I would say, okay, let's go ahead and try. The baby mamas and the KCPD, that's funny.
That's a bar, man.
I saw that and I was just like, is that's what you guys are pushing out there? No, man.
Right.
We're not doing this. Again, the distraction of it all. It's too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I remember last time, guys, we were on and I did the whole cheetah likes thing.
Instagram and all
from his
that.
Instagram,
Yeah,
cheetah likes.
He been wilding out.
It's like,
he had trouble with
Miami
Miami PD too, though. He got arrested.
That's right.
Games.
Yeah.
So it's
the game.
Yeah.
You can't even get in the stadium without getting.
Yeah, they pulled him over. Yeah.
Pulled him out.
Yeah, they did. They were. Yeah, they was tripping that day. But yes, he does. He bring a baggage like what we're already dealing with Rice. Yes. The thing with football or in any sport, these teams will deal with that as long as you're producing on the field. Yeah. We all know Anthony Edwards in basketball. He got some stuff too, but he ain't leaving Minnesota Timberwolves. So
let that production go down, though.
Yeah, let that production go down. He gone. Oh yeah, he gone. Oh yeah. He gonna find somewhere else to get some Instagram chicks. But but if the Chiefs can get Tyreek on a deal where it's team friendly, 3-5 million in that range, I'm fine with that. What I don't want the Chiefs to do, I don't want them to get in the habit of only getting guys that have been good for us before. We've already done that with coaches. I'm not saying nothing bad about EB before everybody starts saying that. What I'm saying is the Chiefs are comfortable with people that have been in the room before. It's not a bad thing, but also I need you to start getting some different people outside of what we're used to.
Yeah.
So that's my hope. If Tyreek comes and he gets like 800, 900 yards and 9 touchdowns, and we're all gonna be happy. Yeah, all right, he's back and everything is cool. But if he get here and it ain't, he out here looking like what's his name? Jalen Royals didn't even see the field last year.
Pick on Jalen Royals. He didn't
see the field last year. If he out there looking like Hollywood, then we gonna be like that was a waste of money. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm not against him coming back. Not against Tyreek coming back. But his health is the number one issue, though. If he's not all the way healthy, he got to at least be 80, 90% before we start signing you. Because you can't come out here, it's the first game, and then you make one cut, and then you break something again. It's like, we done wasted $3-5 million. So on to our next topic, DeMarco Murray. He's the Chiefs' new running backs coach. He used to be a Dallas Cowboy. He was good in Dallas. Was a running backs coach for the Oklahoma Sooners for a couple years. And now he's with the Chiefs. So we actually have position coaches that have played the position, guys.
About time.
We've done better this year.
The right position.
Yes. We got a wide receivers coach that knows what he's coached the position. Got a running backs coach. He was actually a running back.
In the NFL.
Not a wide receiver. So it's awesome. Love this. We're getting better on our coaching hires. So Cam, I'll start off with you. DeMarco Murray, he's the new running backs coach. Your thoughts on him joining the Chiefs on their coaching staff?
I kind of got a question mark with DeMarco Murray. Like you said, with Dallas, he was good. You know, I think he was 2014. He was like, I forgot, offensive player of the year, or he was top in that position. So I'm like, okay, but like just because you can play in a position doesn't mean you can coach it. So I'm kind of like, it's a question mark for me. But I do like that EB is going to be assisting him with that. You know what I mean? Because EB he's a running backs coach, and we had a lot of success with that. But just off the name, I'm like, it's kind of, we'll see. It's kind of like you can't go wrong either way. Like if he does good, great. If he doesn't, you know, it's the runner. You got EB to kind of help him out with that. So it's just kind of one of those like, we'll see kind of things for me. I don't feel any type of way about it. We'll see.
Okay. Wait and see. Okay. Ty, your thoughts on DeMarco Murray?
I'm about the same. It's like a mixed verdict, right? Like he played the position. He got the NFL Offensive Player of the Year in 2014, you said, and then he had some success in college, but college doesn't always translate to the NFL, and so it'll be a different environment entirely. And so we'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. Some people do really well, and then some people don't. But I think him having the experience of actually having had played the position supersedes others that hadn't. But yeah, mixed verdict right now because it's unknown. We there's no historical data from him, so it's hard to make an assessment based on zero experience.
Got you. Jay?
Yeah, so I mean, I've seen the big knock to him been like, what running back did he produce at Oklahoma University, right? And we know they went through different head coaches and there was a lot of things over there, right? But yeah, I mean, like, hey, he was an actual Andy Reid decided to bring in somebody that's not part of the tree, right? Somebody brand new, somebody who's been a running back and at a high level,
But accompanying that with Eric Bieniemy, right, who is now our offensive coordinator, who is a running backs coach, who you just saw what he did with the Chicago Bears with Eric Monangai, 7th round pick, right? And so like, I feel like there's more upside on this. Like, okay, cool. Like, if he was coming in by himself and it was just him and we didn't have any, but since EB is the offensive coordinator and was a running back in the NFL and was a running back coach, just left the Chicago Bears an explosive offense, and we saw what they did with the running game. That makes me be higher on what we can achieve, essentially, right? Him by himself, like, ooh, DeMarco Murray, cool. I remember his name. Oh, I remember him with the Cowboys. He did do really good, right? Like, oh, that's cool. But I think accompanied with EB and what we just saw EB do with Chicago Bears, again, Kyle Monangai, 7th round pick. You know what I mean? Like, he can make it. So it's like, I feel like I'm a little up. I'm not even killed. I'm gonna give it 65%. So I'm a little more than 50-50. You know what I mean? I feel like, okay, we're trying to do something, Chiefs. Like, we done made a lot of changes. And, you know, we were like, is Andy gonna be stuck in his ways? But they was like, nah, bruh, we cleaning house and we gonna get coaches. Because again, when we were winning, did nobody pay attention to that coaching tree? Then we came back, we're like, wait, hold on. The running back coach was a wide receiver. He ain't never been a running back, and he ain't never wait, hold on. Wait, the wide receiver coach was only coach wide receivers in high school. Like, it was, you know what I mean? Like, it was a dumpster fire for sure. We were like, we just didn't even care about our coaches. So now we're seeing the thought and the effort put into it. Like, okay, I'm trying to do something. Like, I appreciate the effort, Andy Reid. I really do. But like I said, I think with EB and him, and in the press conference, Andy said, like, hey, he's young. So we got a young guy. He's 38. He's hungry to learn and wants to grow. So, like, we know EB holds bar, right? He going to tell you like it is. He going to keep it straight. He going to be on him. Again, that accountability, right? That tough talk. So I'm excited for what it can be. So I'm 50-50. I'm going to give it 65. I'm a little up. And so we're going to see what happens. Like, if it goes wrong, hey, at least we shot our shot and it was a new experiment and we tried something new and we, you know what I mean? So like, you know, so, but I feel confident with EB there that, and also EB recruited him out of high school. He recruited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I seen that.
Okay.
Yeah. He recruited him out of high school. So I think, you know how we be loving to have them connections.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe EB was like, yo, Andy, go get DeMarco Murray. I recruited this man out of high school. Let's see what it could be. So, yeah, 65% on the up.
All right. Yeah, I'm around that too. 65% that it's going to work. I love people coaching in positions that they've played it. They know what it takes to be successful at that. With him, EB is going to help him. So DeMarco Murray is the running backs coach, but in essence, the Chiefs have 2 running backs coaches with EB and then Murray. So any questions that he's going to have or anything, EB is going to be right there. So I expect this year the Chiefs to have either 1,000-yard rusher or close to 1,000 yards.
Got to get some running backs now.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's my expectation.
That was part of my hesitation. Like, the roster for him is thin. They need to bring in the talent and then bring it all together and the continuity around it. Then I'll be up at 65 or a little bit higher. But right now he's got no talent to work with, essentially. And so once they give him the pieces of the puzzle and it starts to get put together, then I will be more excited, I think.
All that coaching, no talent. You ain't got nobody run the ball.
Got the talent, right?
Ain't nobody run the ball.
Yeah, we don't got nobody. We need that to go along with it. True.
Yes.
Exactly.
They do need to get some running backs. The Chiefs are going to have their pick on that now. So free agency, they can get
pick wisely.
Yeah, pick wisely. Yeah. Travis Etienne is the name I keep. His name comes up a lot.
That's what I want. That's what I hope we get.
I think that's who's gonna come. Yeah.
Hey, Walker ain't going nowhere. We talked about it on our last show. Hey, he was the MVP. They like, baby,
yeah.
I seen him in the Super Bowl. I said, "Nah, they crazy to let him go.
They crazy. They better not.
You better make the numbers work. You better get rid of Sam Darnold before you get a little Walker. Just saying, you know what I mean?
You can find you another above average quarterback.
You can find you another Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you can find another one. Yeah.
Literally.
Somebody else off the street. Come on. Yes. Ty, let me ask you this, and then we'll go to our next topic, because we talked about a lot on this show during the season. Matt Nagy. I want to ask somebody else because I want to see if I was either being too lenient or I wasn't hard enough on him. So the blame for the offense last season, does Nagy get some, all, or none of the blame for that?
What did you say?
I said, does Matt Nagy get some of the blame, all of the blame, or none of the blame for the Chiefs' offense this last season?
Nagy, I think a significant amount of blame for the offense. Obviously, there's multiple pieces involved, but as far as the lack of discipline, the lack of accountability, the lack of continuity, I think as the coach, you control the players and how it operates, whether it's functional or not. And so I do think that he gets a lot of the blame. And like we said, for other positions, I think because we were on such a trajectory and we were winning so regularly, and even if it was by the skin of our teeth, right, we were winning. And so they weren't cleaning house. They weren't opening up the books to seeing what things that we needed to work on or remove or modify in any way. And so they just became complacent. And I think oftentimes that complacency starts with the coach. It's like, okay, well, we could have done better on this and we could have done better on this, but we weren't assessing every game after game after game. Like the consistency in which we were winning was like, oh, well, they were just winning by a point, or, you know, they were winning by a missed field goal, or they were winning by X, Y, and Z. We were winning, but like it was the way in which we were winning. It wasn't the Chiefs. It wasn't the Red Kingdom's normal way of winning. And so we won, yes, but it looked different. And so why did it look different? And you have to break it down to its foundation, and he would be that foundation that you would start with, I think.
Thank you so much, Ty.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. So that, all right. So that
was there arguments about that conversation?
No, I mean, my thing with Matt Nagy was always this. He was not brought here for being an offensive genius. He was brought here to be the work with Pat, be nice to Pat, do whatever Andy says. That was what he was brought here for. So it was different from EB, which was, hey, I'm gonna be on you. It's gonna be discipline. We're gonna crack the whip, do all this. Where Matt Nagy was more of the, hey, come on, y'all, come on. Like that's what he was.
That doesn't work though.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't.
Especially in conjunction with Andy Reid, you need a good cop and a bad cop. You need a hard ass, and you need a soft ass, which is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is gonna give people time and time again, chance after chance. He's gonna, tell them they're beautiful and they're doing a great job. And so you need somebody on the back end that's like, you might be beautiful, but you need to bust your ass. You need to get your shit together. And if they don't have that, we see what happens. And so I think people work differently with different people. Some people are okay because they have the discipline and they have the self-motivation intrinsically where they don't have to seek outside. But if somebody is not going to bust their ass on their own, or not going to do, not going to do the routes, not going to do the steps through the practices and through the games, they need somebody right there to hold their hand or to tell them to get their shit together and to keep on them. The like just being there and pacifying the situation doesn't work. You need somebody that's gonna, get in there and get in their ass. Be like, no, you need to. That was good, but we need great. You need to do better. We're the X on the wall. We're the picture that people are seeing. We're the team that people are out to get. And in doing so, you can't show up how you show up regularly. Like, this is not acceptable. And so I think, yes, he was there or brought on for something, but as you're there and you're in the office and you're seeing how things are operating, you need to be able to adapt and overcome and evolve with the needs of the business, essentially, right? You have to evolve as business changes. That's no different than a sport. And so you may have come in with one job description and you're needed for other things, right? Where it's like your job description is open to interpretation or evolves as things change. Like, that's what needed to happen, and he didn't evolve as the players evolved or as the players changed, and we saw that in real time. And so I think the complacency starts and ends with him, because if he would have adjusted, if he would have put his foot on their necks, they would have had no other option but to change, and that just didn't happen.
Gotcha.
New York gonna find out. New
Agreed.
York is gonna find out.
I agree on that.
I'm so tired of him clapping, and I'm so glad that he's gone.
She said,
He is gone.
Other duties as assigned, but I knew Ty was about to go in because as soon as you said Matt Nagy, her eyes rolled. She looked off to the side. I said, "Oh."
I was like, "You feel the same way?"
Like,
Thank you.
Like, look, other
Okay.
duties as assigned. You were brought in. The Bears fired you, and we brought you back as the quarterbacks coach for Patrick. Then EB left, so we made you the OC, and you were just trash. Oh yeah, good job, Patrick. Okay, good. Yeah, exactly. We need the bad cop to Andy Reid's good cop. We needed that. You could totally tell. You'd be like watching the huddle, and you'd be like, Patrick, you'd be like, they ain't gonna do nothing. Like, it's like they weren't bought into it's just like, all right, guys, let's just go out here and play. Maybe we'll win. Like, it just, you could, it was a joke.
3 interceptions. He's still saying, "Good job, Pat."
Right.
I'm like, how's it a good job?
Cuss him out on the sideline. That's what, if it was EB, you would be cuss him out on the sideline and tell him that was stupid. Get on him.
And I think that's the difference. Like, EB was firm, but he was fair, right? Like, he was a hard ass, but he could still pull them aside and have the conversations like, like a parent. I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I see your potential and I know what you're capable of. Whereas with Nagy, I don't want to say that they didn't respect him, right? You don't want to say that, but it's like the feeling that they had or the relationship or rapport that they had was completely different. Like, he was just there. We just had a conversation about Rashee Rice, the people around him, the yes men, and the people telling him and pacifying him in that moment because he is who he is. You can't have a coach that sees you as this GOAT, sees you as this QB, and then handles you with soft gloves. No, you are Patrick Mahomes. You are him, but you still got to work your ass off. And so we're not going to be complacent. We're not going to be okay with who you are because you're not going to do anything if you just continue. No, we want your trajectory to continue to elevate. And he just stood there. Yeah. The team was rallying him. It wasn't, Nagy was just like, yeah, good game, guys.
With that clipboard, with that tablet. Doing nothing.
I was just like, get mad, have some sort of emotion.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, put me in, Coach. Hell.
Yeah. Agree.
But is he all to blame? No, obviously there's other components. But I think as a coach, you take that on, just like any manager or leader. It falls on you.
Yes, definitely. And I don't want people to get confused. I'm not a fan of Matt Nagy. All I ever said was he gets some, if you want to put some, most, whatever on him, I'm good with that. But all of it in totality, it was more than him. It was bigger than him.
Yeah.
So everybody was right on that one. Everybody
they know I'm not a fan of them. They go back to the old episodes. I'm not a fan of them, but it's all good. He got a job.
That's just like in a 9 to 5, getting promoted without the resume. Like, you just don't have the credentials, right? Like, he was promoted because it was internal, right? He went from one position to another because somebody had left. It wasn't because he had earned or showcased that he was capable of doing it. And in doing so, his inability or his lack of resume was exploited in those moments.
That's real. That's right.
Indeed. Yep. So free agency. Let's talk about that. It starts March 11th. The Chiefs will be looking for a quarterback because Patrick Mahomes might not be able to start week 1. The goal is for Pat to start week 1. That's the goal. But if not, the Chiefs need to have a backup plan. So this backup plan, shout out to Jay for getting this graphic right here. It's from Fox. So the NFL free agents. In this one, it has Russell Wilson coming to the Chiefs. Now, I don't think this will happen, but this is just, everybody's just, guessing. We see Daniel Jones is on here, Malik Willis, Aaron Rodgers, Marcus Mariota, and Joe Flacco. So, Ty, I'll start with you. So if Pat can't go week 1, who should be the quarterback for the Chiefs in week 1 if Pat can't go?
That's such a hard question. I've seen this graphic, but I've also seen like Justin Fields as well, and Jimmy Garoppolo and some other people. Who should start week 1? That's so hard. It's so hard because we have so many other missing pieces or unknown pieces. Like if we had our O-line, like if we had the team and what it was, it would be easy to say like who would make sense to be put in that position. But because so much is unknown, I mean, Russell Wilson, again, if all of these players take the 1-year deal, that's low numbers. I don't know. I think they have Russell Wilson as first, right? Coming here.
Yes.
He's gonna come here.
I was gonna say he's not gonna come here.
Ooh, don't come here. Ooh.
But if he gonna bring Sierra,
I don't know. No, man, no.
I mean,
I see him in New York.
Yeah, some analysts have also said like Joe Flacco, because he is a short-term starter. He is good at winning games, and so if we only need him for 1 or 2 games early on, he would be a viable option, I think, just to plug and play for a few games. Nothing long-term, obviously. I don't know. This is such a hard question. I would say Joe Flacco, even giving Justin Fields an opportunity. Again, it's 1 game, 1 or 2 games. It's nothing crazy or outlandish, but they say Russell Williams, but like you guys said, I don't see him coming here.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Kansas City is like fit for his lifestyle.
It's not fit. We're not fit for him. He's not fit for us. Yeah, it's not a good fit.
They can live out in Lee.
We too slow.
We good.
You need the spotlight.
But also, we also have to consider the cap. Like he's experienced, he's cheap. He would fall within the cap situation if need be. Again, if it's the single 1-year contract.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of considerations that need to be had, but if it's one person, if it's 1 or 2 games, I don't see the big significance.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it's one thing to be like, okay, well, we would want somebody that's similar play to Pat, right? But none of these are.
Yeah. I mean, you ain't gonna find nobody close to Pat now.
Yeah, so you would just need somebody that can take you through those first couple of weeks. So I mean, I think Flacco or anybody but Russell Williams. I don't think that he's going to be here.
Look, Ty don't like Russell so much. She didn't his last name right. She said Russell Williams.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
That's how he played.
That's how he played. Like a Williams.
Williams, Wilson,
whatever.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Russell will not be in Kansas City.
Hey, tell him, Ty. Tell him.
All right. Sierra's not coming. Okay, so
we'll live.
They'll have to
Okay.
1-2 step somewhere else.
Yeah,
Not here in
yeah,
Kansas City.
not here. Okay. Cam, who do you like on this list here to start?
Yeah, because we kind of talked about this. I wouldn't mind Flacco, but like I said, the offensive line, I don't know what that looks like right now. And like I said, he's not real mobile. Like I said, he's up there with Paul Rogers. So he needs somebody that the offensive line is steady, that he can be able to throw the ball. I like Marcus Mariota, to be honest. I know we can't afford Malik Willis, but Mariota can, if Pat needed to be gone a couple games, he can keep the ship steady. But like long term from a whole season, we'll just start losing. But I do like Marcus for those first couple games. But out of that list, I would take Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jay.
And he owes us too because of what he did to us in the playoffs. So he owes us this.
Yes,
Yeah, I ain't forgot about that.
He does owe us. Yeah.
Memory.
Yeah, he owes us 2 wins.
Yeah,
2 wins.
Yeah, I think I agree with Ty. There's a lot of unknowns of our team and what it's going to look like. But I go back to Joe Flacco because I think slow and steady wins the race. If we need you for 2, 3, 4, let's even say the first month, right? Like he knows what to do. He's going to take the check down. Like, hey, the long play ain't there. Let me just get it to this guy and get 5 yards. You know what I mean? Like he's experienced enough. He's won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He understands, yo, bro, I'm 40 or whatever, pushing for, you know what I mean? Like I feel like he'll be more of, if you want to say, a game manager, but like I don't think he's gonna make like massive mistakes. Like I think we go Russell Wilson and we saw it be a complete dumpster fire. Like that is a no on all levels. Like we've seen Joe Flacco win games for the Browns. We've seen him take the Browns to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And we know how horrible organization they are, right? We've seen him take them to the playoffs.
Facts.
We've seen him go to the was Cincinnati, right? The Bengals, right? So like like, hey, if they think you good enough that they trading you not even mid-season to the division rival, like Tomlin was real upset about that. Like, how you gonna trade him to the same? Why are you keeping him in the same? You gonna trade him out, right? He was like, we ain't trying to play Joe Flacco because hey, we do know he's a Super Bowl quarterback and he'll get the job done. But Tomlin was not happy about that at all. You trade him to a different division, okay? You don't trade him in the same. So
and he did well.
Yes, he did real good.
So I feel like that just speaks to Joe Flacco. Like, I'm like, he's going to take the check down. He's going to take what the defense gives him. Okay, cool. My offensive line ain't that real strong. Let me get the ball out. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel, if I want to say, safe with him, or like he won't make master mistakes like I feel like Russell Wilson or Marcus Mariota would. I feel like he will manage the game, and hopefully, you know, with all our other parts, that'll be good enough and get us the win. You know, if let's say Patrick misses this the first month, if we can come out of that 3-1 or even 2-2, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at that. And I really feel like Joe Flacco can get us like at least 3-1, really. So I'd be like, cool, we'll take the 1 loss. Thank you, Joe, for your business. All right, Patrick, back in it. We see you on the side, but we know if something happened, we got an old reliable, been to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl, took the damn Browns to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I see you, Joe Flacco. I see what you can do, bro. Let's go with you. All reliable.
Yeah, he's a gunslinger. So if he can be plugged into games early on, yeah, I think he would be successful. All of the other ones, to your guys' points, are unknowns, essentially, where he's historically proven he's capable.
Yes. And Flacco was having 400-yard games last year. It's like, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all traded him and the Browns are just, you're proving time and time again that you are the problem.
Yep. Like, that whole organization is just bad. Yeah,
he left and flourished.
Yep. He flourished. He did. I like Joe, man. Joe is the best option on here. Daniel Jones coming off that injury, and you know, we know how we feel about Daniel Jones. Yeah. Malik Willis, okay, but he still has a tendency to throw the ball when he shouldn't, and you know, turnovers. Aaron Rodgers too old. And then Flacco is old too, but Flacco.
We seen Aaron Rodgers in the playoff. It was terrible. So
yeah,
I would retire.
bad.
I would
That
retire
was
if I was
bad.
Aaron. Like, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I didn't even consider him. So
Like, they only trying to get him back since they hired Mike McCarthy. So they're like, maybe he'll come back because now we got his old coach. And that's
hang it up, Aaron. You had a good run.
It's
been a good run. It's been a ride.
Do not come back. That was the worst.
he's gonna be the type you have to force out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
don't
that's
go
true.
kicking and screaming.
Mhm. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Aaron needs to stay. Yeah. That was as bad as, I mean, Tom Brady's last game was bad too, but God, dog, like this was, yeah.
It's not a comparison. It was bad.
Russ, I don't know. Can he not turn the ball over? Can he
Greg,
make
come
smart
on, man.
choices? Like, can he make smart choices? That's the thing. That's my hesitancy on Russ.
Yeah, he was 0-3 at the Giant when starting. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He
only
had one good game last season. That's the game against the Cowboys where it literally was a shootout and they still lost that. But you could be like, hey, the defense, but both the Cowboys defense and the Giants defense gave up all them points. But he had that was like a what was it that like a 400-yard game? It was like his best
400
in his life. But it's like that's a flash. That ain't gonna be a regular. That was like God gave you the ability on this day. You know,
he had a good day. He had a good day.
Right?
He had a real good day.
You like New York? That was and they were in Dallas at that game actually, but that was a rare. That literally was his best game of his whole entire career. But we know that ain't gonna happen again. That was lightning in a bottle. Hey, add that to your resume. But yeah, that's not happening again.
Seattle Russ, I'll take Seattle Russ.
Yeah,
but
Seattle,
Nah, man, I'm good on
We
Russ.
haven't seen that version of him in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Time to go be retired and be with your wife and your children. That's
baby number 5, whatever y'all want to do. Y'all on hot ones, eating hot wings together, trying to see who.
It was a good episode. I seen that. Go do that. Go do that.
Do that.
Football.
Be matchmakers. Y'all hooking up y'all friends. They get married. Do that.
Football's over with, man. It's okay. It's okay. People don't want to retire. It's okay. Like, you go have another life.
It's okay.
Their whole life is that game. They don't know themselves outside of
they don't know outside of that.
You better get to know his new self because you better get. I'm telling you, the Chiefs not gonna go get Russ, man. I hope not. I pray not.
No. Dang, they already got 4 kids already. God, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be a father. That's what I'm saying. You got stuff to do.
You ready for
I mean,
I was like, okay.
We already know his mind don't be on the game when he be playing anyway. So
what are we doing?
Mine be on Sierra. That's why he be throwing on them interceptions. But yeah, Joe is the best pick. Marcus Mariota would be okay, but I would still worry, especially if the season starts off hard, like playing the 49ers one of the first 4 games or Seattle one of the first 4 games. I would worry about Marcus Mariota in that situation. But if the season starts off easy, like Jets and Cardinals and all that, if they start us off with that at the beginning, then I'm good with Joe.
That running back room will help Joe as well too. So if we get a good running back, that'll help. I will pick Joe. If we get a good running back, get the offensive line right, Joe plug and play. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Indeed. So Ty, let me ask you this. So the Chiefs have the 9th pick in the draft. Should they go offense or should they go defense with that pick?
For the 9th pick. I would say defense.
Okay. So get one of the pass rushers then.
I was gonna say I think a pass rusher. Chris Jones needs help. We need somebody on his opposition to level it out. There's so much he can do.
Okay. We are thinking the same thing. Because that's my thought too. We need a pass rusher. I know everybody loves Jeremiah Love and all of that, but you can't, especially if you trade Trent McDuffie, which that's been going around as that might happen. You can't trade your best corner. You have an old Chris Jones, and then we just be like, hey, Spags, go ahead and do your magic and see what happens. No. So a pass rusher is needed.
Yeah.
So that because Karlaftis needs help too.
Yeah.
So if you get a third guy in there, that might start, loosening up to where George Karlaftis can start getting him some sacks too. So yeah, it might work out.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So I want to let me ask you this, Ty. So you born and raised in KC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask you about the new stadium. So as we all know, we've the born and raised here. So me, Cam, you, Arrowhead is a special place to us.
Born and raised what side of the line?
Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. Yeah,
Missouri,
I
know people that outside because Jay looking like
it's the same. No, it's
That's
not.
what I needed to hear before I continue the conversation. Feelings would be hurt. Okay?
Wait, I don't think it's the same. And after we ask Ty this question, can we chime in about the Chicago? Because that's
yeah, we can.
Let's talk about that real quick after we ask Ty about
the Bears might be going to Indiana. It's a crazy world. So everybody wants some money. It's crazy out here. So the new stadium in Wyandotte County. Your thoughts on that and your feelings? Do you feel like maybe the Chiefs kind of betrayed their fan base, or like how do you feel on that?
I have a lot of feelings. Okay, let's just start there.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it PG. When the news broke, obviously these conversations were had for a long time. My family has had season tickets for a long time. Mm-hmm. So when news broke of this, we were all, the voting happened, right? And then the voting, right, they denied it because of, different circumstances. And so people are blaming the voting. But it was the backdoorness and the scheme of it all that I didn't like, and the way in which they're doing it to move it over to Kansas City, as if he's doing it for the fans, but you're not, because 54% of the season ticket holders live on the Missouri side, whereas the other is in Kansas. And so I just don't think Kansas has the infrastructure. But also, I think it's a money grab too, right? Just have you guys read like the bill and like the documents and the whole process of how they're going to pay but not really pay and all of that? I just think, I think to say that you're doing it for the fans while eliminating the capacity of fans that you could hold to put in more suites, you're not doing it for the fans. And also, I just think the timing is interesting of like after his dad passed, obviously, and then his mom was like the matriarch. And after she passed, it was like, I think the mom was the one that was keeping it alive for the husband. And now that they're gone, it's like he wants to create this new thing for himself to kind of implant his flag on the organization, which is fine. But I think the way that he went about doing it is a little bit shady, is a little bit uncomfortable in the way. Again, he's very political about it and very like, we're doing it for the fans, it's going to be a better experience, a better opportunity. Meanwhile, you're pricing people out of the being able to even do it. The fans in which you speak of aren't going to be able to afford to go to the games. The fans in which you speak of aren't going to be able to participate in these experiences in this new stadium and all the amenities and all of the X, Y, and Z that you're, projected to build. So I just think it's not for the fans, it's the money. And just, I would rather you just be honest, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. So,
Right. Yeah.
but and there's been arguments on social media of like, obviously people in Kansas are excited, but then when more information came out, they were like, wait, what? Yeah, you're gonna have to then find the financial burden then falls on you. So I just think the whole situation was a little bit grimy, and he didn't get what he wanted. He had a little temper tantrum because the people said, no, we've been paying this amount of taxes, all of these things, these contingencies were supposed to be had, they weren't had, and so now you're wanting more while giving us less. And so he was like, well, if you're not going to do it, somebody else will. And then so he went somewhere else and they did. And so at the end of the day, I think it's about him. He doesn't really care about the fans. And I just, the era in which we're in with, Kansas City having more publicity and the Taylor Swifts of it all, and all of the lights that are shining on Kansas City and the opportunity that he was able to exploit. Because if this was the Kansas City of 10 years ago, these opportunities wouldn't even be here. So the Chiefs that you're taking over there are not going to be the Chiefs of now, right? Patrick's contract is over. Chris Jones's contract is over. Like you're going to have to restart a team potentially, and it's not going to be what it once was. And so I think there's just going to be a lot of moving pieces, and that you got rose-colored glasses on what you think you're taking over to Kansas, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Greg, we said that.
Yeah.
They doing all this. Patrick Mahomes retired. Chris Jones gone. You got to get back to square one. Now what?
Yeah, and that would be a perfect opportunity for coaches to like the exchange of coaches as well. What's the Chiefs going to look like when Patrick is gone, when Chris is gone, Kelsey is going to be gone soon. If Andy Reid decides to throw in the hat, like what is that going to look like? So you're basing it off of what it is now, which is great. You can exploit that because, they're sellable, they're marketable, but that's not going to be what your organization is and what your front office looks like and all of the people within that organization. That's not going to be that. So it'll just be interesting to what it looks like. And with the name, like when they're moving, are they going to change the logo of the Chiefs? And because the arrowhead is the arrowhead, right? And so you're no longer at Arrowhead. So what is that going to look like? Is the legacy going to stop here, and if they're going to be something else? There's just so many questions that I have of like what it is we are doing.
Yeah. And what I've always said, and then Cam and Jay, I'll let y'all chime in, is Clark Hunt did do it in a shady way. I think that's a good word. And this is what we kind of mean by shady. When they got on the same ballot with the Royals were trying to get a downtown stadium.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it was going to fail.
Yeah.
Because of where they were trying to put it at.
It's a cluster.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I think happened. Clark knew that it was going to fail and said, look, I'm going to get on the same ballot. We're going to make it look like we tried. Like, hey, we tried. We got on the ballot. Y'all said no.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't work out. He said, okay, we tried. So now we have to do something else.
Yeah.
Basically, what the Chiefs did is they were going to see which part of the state line was going to trick on them. Somebody going to trick. Is it going to be the Kansas side? Is it going to be the Missouri side? Missouri side was like, well, we do a little bit, Kansas side was like, we going to trick on you. Come on over. We going to make it rain for you.
Yeah, for a billionaire to ask for that much is just ridiculous.
Yeah. And that was basically Kansas gave the Chiefs everything they wanted. They went over there. And now you're seeing it with the Royals. The Royals are going to get what they want now and get the downtown stadium because Missouri is desperate to keep somebody.
Yeah.
They weren't about to lose both of them. So each team got what they wanted, but the Chiefs and the way it was handled, I feel like that was wrong. Will I still cheer for the Chiefs and still be a fan when the news starts? Yes, I will be a fan. I will go to the new stadium because I'm nosy and I want to see what it looked like, and all of that. So I'll still be a fan, but the aura and the magic and the history that is Arrowhead Stadium, you can't redo that somewhere.
Yeah, you can't replicate it.
Can't replicate it.
No.
You can't.
No.
Yeah. So it's different. And it's gone on in other cities like Denver, the old Mile High and the new Mile High. Now they're gonna build another new Mile High.
Yeah.
But I can remember the old Mile High, and that place shook for real. So each time you get these new stadiums, it's just different, and it's not with the same love, I guess you can say, as the older stadiums.
And ours is a little bit different, though, because it is on that state line, right, where it goes from Missouri to Kansas. And so if we want to talk from a financial burden, like those are jobs that are going to be taken away, and then bringing jobs over to Kansas. And people think that, oh, well, it's good for Kansas. Kansas doesn't have the money for the stadium either. The way in which they did it is a loan and to be repaid back and things like that. It's not like Kansas is just has just so much money that they offered up. The way in which they did it was very shisty, and I just don't like it for the people that are going to be negatively impacted that, catered to the seasons and used the seasons and needed what was going on at Arrowhead and around Arrowhead to, help their businesses and things like that. So it is going to have a negative impact on the county and the community around it, which will be nice for the people for the new stadium, but there's still negative impact for the people that are going to have lost something when Arrowhead is no longer.
Great. Cam, you want to jump in there?
Yeah, like I said, I'll just say this. Like I said, Clark, little shady on my opinion. Like I said, his dad, Lamar, he built this vision. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, he didn't get to see it in its totality, and he didn't see the Super Bowls and all that. But I feel like this was a selfish move on Clark. I want to build my legacy. I want to put my stamp on the Chiefs. And I think I think in the future, Clark will regret this. He might not say it out loud. He might not admit it. But Missouri was loyal to the Chiefs. Like I said, through the losing, through everything, we was there. And now that we're winning, now you want to take them. You know what I mean? It's just weird. So he gets his stadium. I hope he's happy. Whatnot. So, but I just don't like it because I seen what his dad built, and I seen what his mom. Like I said, he waited till both of his parents was gone to do this, which makes it shady too, because if you felt like this, you've been in ownership, why didn't you do it then? So, that's my spill on it. It is what it is. It's already signed. Congratulations, Kansas. You get your stadium, but it comes with a lot. So, that's my spill on it.
Indeed. Jay, you want to add on?
Yeah, I agree with Ty. I agree with Cam. We talked about this when it first happened. I think the big thing, right? This stadium gonna be ready just in time for Andy Reid to have retired, Patrick to be retired, Chris Jones gone, Kelsey gonna be gone, and then we might be starting all over, right, from the gutter in the beginning. Oh, you got this brand new, nice new stadium, but the team is trash, right? And so you making the tickets more expensive. It's what 10, 15,000 less seats, right? All the stuff that we talked about. So. Arrowhead is a special place. I went my very first time in 2018. My bucket list is to go to different stadiums or whatever. It was my first glimpse of Patrick. And so, and then going, being there right now for Cam's birthday in October, the game against the Raiders, right? All of the feels, we're corner end zone, fourth row, and it's, you know what I mean? It's a special place. It's a special energy. Like, you see it, you know what I mean? As far as the different football stadiums I've been to, just with the fans and energy, I still got that video of Greg, it was so cool, you know what I mean? To like beat her again and beat her in that experience. So yeah, I hate that they're moving, but it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and we just gonna see what it's gonna be when it starts, when it opens up.
Yeah.
Indeed. Bears need
more sad because it's like sentimental, right? Like there's people, it's been in families and generations from time to time. Like we've been there. I remember getting the newspaper and having to watch looking at newspapers of when the Chiefs were losing and things like that. I don't think that you're gonna have the same sentiment and the same people show up if they're not playing in the same capacity in which they're playing now. But I think it's been generations and generations. Like I've gone there, I've taken my daughter there, so it's like it's in families. And so I think more or less of like the disappointment, it's just like the sentiment of Arrowhead and what it stands for and what it was built on. That's going to be no longer. And the fact that it's like $150 million to tear the Arrowhead down that Jackson County is going to have to pay for.
That's crazy.
It's just ridiculous.
I'm gonna miss that place when it's time, man. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it's like the real last game. I don't know if I'm a actual cry or if I'm just gonna be okay. Like I don't know.
Like the Super Bowl we first win.
It's like I don't know what I'm gonna do that day.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet they start having like not now, but like fire sales of like how you can buy the benches or buy the seats or buy stuff from it. People are gonna be.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely
keep some piece of it, so you have it.
Yes, great memories.
Yeah.
All the AFC championships.
All the confetti.
But I remember, when it wasn't always like this. Like I said, we've had the Steve Bonos and Elvis Gerbacks, and all the other bad quarterbacks in between. And we were still here.
Yeah.
Because that was our team, and just watching some of the old games on YouTube, it brings back a lot of memories. And so when that's not there and we go to the new place, I just want, there'll never be another Arrowhead, but I just want it to still be the fans what bring the energy.
Yeah.
So I hope the new place can be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it can be like that.
We'll see.
We shall see. Jay, we need the Bears to stay in Chicago. They can't go to Indiana.
They can't
They
do
can't
it.
go to Indiana, man.
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? This is crazy blasphemy. Just like, whoa, like what are we doing? It's literally the oldest. I guess the oldest stadium in the NFL. It was actually built in 1920. It's been home to the Chicago Bears since 1971, so about 54 years. Going 55. Like it's crazy. My first game at Soldier Field, one of my mom's really good friends, had been a season ticket holder literally since the 70s. And first game behind first row, right behind the field goal post. Like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Soldier Field. Like, what are we? It's Chicago's still the third largest city in the United States. You're not gonna have it. You know what I mean? People were already conceding like, oh, we're supposed to go to Arlington Heights, which is a suburb, which people were already like, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be a suburb. But we were willing to work with that. It was like, okay, 70 points, everything, right? The Dallas Cowboys are in Arlington. New York Jets and the New York Giants technically play in Jersey. You know what I mean? People are throwing out whatever. we were like, it was one thing to go to the suburbs, but now, and if you've been in Chicago, right? I mean, Chicago's a beautiful city, Lakeshore Drive, you know what I mean? It's right. So you're like, okay, we were about to go to the suburbs, but Indiana? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Gary, Indiana. I mean, I'm sorry, Hammond, Indiana. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is black. They're like, oh, it's only like a 25, 30-minute drive. And they're like, well, Chicago Bear fans already live over here. They gonna go down. Like, what are we doing? Like, I literally seen a picture of Caleb Williams and it said Indiana on the shirt. I said,
that don't even sound right.
It don't even stop. What are we doing, guys?
Yeah,
like,
how did we get here?
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, the Bears,
money.
all
People
y'all
want
messed
chasing
up.
that
Like,
money, man.
Yeah, they want that money. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears can't not be in Chicago. Like, this is the Chicago Bears. Like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, what are you gonna say? The Indiana Bears?
Indiana Bears sound crazy. It sound
That's
like a
crazy.
team on Madden or something.
that's foul. That is messed up on so many levels.
That's
so
terrible
many levels.
marketing.
Yeah.
Let's feel your pain, Jay. Trust me, we do.
I just, us,
like you were saying, I hate when people are like, well, it's only like a 20-25 minute drive. That's not the point.
That's not the
Principle.
point.
Not the point at
It's
all.
the principle. That's right.
Not the point at all. Yeah, they trying to do everything. I'm just like, you talked about it, we're in disbelief. I'm like, wait, what happened to Arlington? We was upset about the suburbs, but we was still
we were still cool, right?
Like, what are we doing? Like that's one thing. Like, okay, we ain't gonna be in the city of Chicago, we're gonna be the Birds, but you Indiana, like. I can't. I'm hyped up, hurt, mad. Like, it's too many emotions going on. Like, we do that. That is wild. Like, I don't really have words. Like, I try to compose myself. It's just, what are we doing? Like, look, city of Chicago, we know y'all got all kind of problems, but the one thing y'all need to do, right? Right? We already know y'all got problems. Y'all got other kind of issues, but if you do one thing, keep the Chicago Bears in Chicago. And I mean, clearly, Chicago's such a big sports city. Yeah. You know, look, you're either with baseball, you're either Cubs or White Sox. I'm a White Sox. Look, I know that, you know what I mean, how we are with our sports, how loyal, you know what I mean? And then, like, look at us just have this, you know, I'll call it Cinderella season, right? We got Ben Johnson, we got Caleb Williams. Like, the you know, the ceiling is high, right, for where we can go. And Bears are hopeful to get to another Super Bowl and this and that. And then right after the height of the season, we didn't even expect. We were like, oh, we'll win more games. They won 5 games last season. Okay, Ben Johnson's here. Maybe we'll win 7. Maybe we'll win 8. And then we go to the playoffs. We win our division and we beat the Packers in the fashion that we do. And we really should have won that Rams game. And then, like, oh yeah, a month later, guess what? Y'all really are going to Indiana. Sorry about that. Like, that is wild. People are sick. They're like, what are we doing? Okay, that's my little rant. I don't even compose myself. It's just like, yeah.
I just don't get it. Did the owners all have some backdoor meeting and say, you know what, 2026, we're choosing violence?
We're choosing violence.
Why are these decisions being made?
What is
money
happening?
Hungry, man. Hungry.
Money. Yep.
Crazy.
And Indiana can't even afford 2 football teams. That's the crazy part. They can't afford 2 football teams.
Listen, when you sell everything, you be surprised. They said we'll give it all to you.
It's not even about that. Like, do these places even have like the infrastructure, the transportation, like all of these, you know, all of these things that I don't think are in consideration when being had. It's like, oh, there's just a land of open land. Let's put them there.
Yeah,
space.
Let's do it. Like,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, nobody can get there.
Right.
Wild.
That part. And that's the only thing that kind of keeps me from not being overly mad about the new Chiefs Stadium, because like, okay, it's in Wyandotte, but at least they wasn't like, hey, we're gonna go beat the Oklahoma Chiefs. Then I would have been highly pissed off. Like, okay, we doing too much now. We're going to Oklahoma.
I think he didn't want too much violence. If he would have did that,
boy,
it wouldn't have been safe for him out here on these streets. So he knew to not go too far.
Don't go, don't
push it.
Don't push it. Wyandotte, we can still, just like Ty said, make that 20-25 minute drive. Like, all right, we'll do a little extra drive, he would have said Oklahoma out his mouth, yeah. That would have been
You
an
don't want the
issue.
Oklahoma Chiefs, Greg?
No,
That don't sound good.
I would have threw all my stuff away. I ain't even gonna lie.
You gotta keep it, man.
His daddy took him from Texas. He didn't
Right,
want
yeah,
him
from
down
Dallas. Yeah.
You sure didn't.
No, they didn't want 2 teams in Dallas, so no. Cowboys still ain't one. Okay, never mind. We ain't gonna go about that. We ain't gonna talk about Dallas.
there. Not them catching strays.
Dallas ain't won a Super Bowl since I was 6. Well, they still on the clock.
Tell your boy Tony that, man. Tony Romo. Tell him that, man, so he can stop.
Since Greg was 6, Cam, were you even
I'm
born yet? Was
You know,
Cam-
95? No, he was 95. Yeah.
Jerry
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
care. It's Jerry's world. He's still getting money. His bank is
Yeah.
still fat. His pockets are still open and wide. He don't care.
He don't care about winning, right? It's like, hey, people
Gonna
gonna
make
be
his money.
America's team. People gonna go there. It's
A
a real
star
nice.
on the helmet.
If you're a football fan and you just love football, it's a real nice stadium and a place to go see. Like, we get money, we whatever. People gonna love us regardless if we win or not. He does not care. So, once God calls him home, hopefully the Suns will really take over and they'll try to be like, look, we actually do want to win, but he don't care. He don't
gets
care.
in his own way. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's how they do it down
Well,
there.
that's Dallas' problem, not mine.
God, it's not our problem.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Dallas' issue, not
Woo.
mine. So I ain't worried about it.
Man.
Yeah.
Woo. Yes, I ain't gotta go through that. Also, remember, before we sign off, make sure y'all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
Hit that
button.
notification bell. Just type in Red Kingdom Podcast. It'll come up. Make sure y'all sub to the channel. Hit that notification bell so y'all know when we go live. And let's go ahead and give our shout outs to Love is Key. Remember to start your day off with love.
That is Love is Key, guys. 2026 has just started, but Love is Key has been rolling. We got new merch. We coming out. We're gonna be in First Fridays, and we just doing what we need to do for you guys. So don't forget to go to our website at loveiskeykc.com, or if you would like to talk, not about the Chiefs, it's off season, but you can hit our line at 816-556-6912. Love is Key. We're here for you guys.
Indeed. Make sure y'all hit them up. And also shout out to Food Factory KC. Make sure y'all follow them on Instagram. That's our Kansas City People Choice Awards winner for best food truck.
Rasta Pasta.
So yeah, Rasta Pasta. Yes, sir. So make sure y'all follow them at Food Factory KC on IG. We thank both Food Factory and Love is Key for being sponsors of Red Kingdom. Ty, thank you so much for taking time out of your day
Yes.
to be
thank
with
you.
us.
Of course.
We hope to see you again during the season.
Yes. Well, thanks for the invite. Enjoyed the talk. Enjoyed the chat.
Yes. Better season upcoming.
Better results. Yeah, we're
better
gonna speak that.
results. Yes.
Nowhere else to go but up.
Where else to go but up? And at least make the playoffs. And just do that. Let's do that. Just make the playoffs. But we thank you for taking time out of your day to be with us. Our series will continue next Saturday. We'll have Shane Stevens with us. He also does Chiefs content on the Ticks and the Talks. So he'll be with us and he'll chop it up with us as well next Saturday. So
can I just say the TikTok is wild, like that Jordan talk, whatever. Like I did a video with us in that video with Sensei, and people are coming. I had to say, please, can you be respectful? It was meant to be a debate. Like, y'all don't gotta get disrespectful. They like It's wild. I was like,
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta hold your own in that universe. You gotta hold your own.
They get disrespectful real quick. I'm like, I'm just trying to get some engagement, but y'all want to go like it's a different world.
They're like, you want engagement? Good, bad, or ugly, you getting it.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. Yep.
When you click on their profile, user 126752, no original content, no, right? But you over here talking, you repost to other people's videos, and you ain't got. That's what blows you. Like you a nobody. Like, what are we really doing?
You a whole bot.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Not a safe space.
Not a safe space at all.
TikTok is not a safe space, man. That's why I'll be choosing what I say now. Like, all right, bro.
Now I feel like, man, why you don't? I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
You gotta have thick skin.
Yeah. Got you in that.
You got to be ready for it. It was interesting though, because then I go look at like our videos or like on our page of our TikTok, and this I just posted my person. I'm like, everybody they must have caught MJ and just like it really and I was like, dang. But I was like, okay, I appreciate the engagement though. But I was like, go ahead, speak on it, say your opinion. But it's real interesting. I like it. I was like, this is probably the most engaged. But I'm like, anytime you bring up that Michael. But people have some good stuff. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's the debate. Go ahead, speak on it. Like, what's your opinion? What do you think? So, but yeah, fun times for sure. But you got to be ready for it. But it's when you go to their profile and it's user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with nothing, you be like, really?
No face, no face.
Right,
but ready to
no
tussle.
face.
Ready to tussle with no face.
Yeah, it's wild. So, but fun times for sure.
Indeed, yes. I can't wait till. I ain't gonna say nothing during basketball season because I'm not gonna deal with certain people. But once football come back around, we're gonna have some fun.
We ready to deal with them?
Yes. I want to see everybody again. So everybody, I'll let everybody have their fun. They say, "Oh, gee, yeah, y'all ain't winning because they ain't cheating for y'all." Okay, all right.
Here we go.
We gonna come back. We gonna see. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And if I don't get them, then Ty gonna get them.
Oh.
So either way, somebody gonna get got.
Yeah. I got time.
Yeah. Somebody gonna get got. Yes. So for Ty, Cam, and Jay, I'm your host, Greg. Thank y'all for watching. That listen on Spotify, we thank y'all as well. And we'll see y'all next Saturday. Peace.
Thank you.
Cheese. Yeah. Gotta do it now. Gotta do it now. Gotta do it now because this is the kingdom.